Station, your voice.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Do you know what? This is a lovely little story, this. It really is. He's only 7. He's a little cracker. He's from Sefton. He's been given a new lease of life after getting a special bike. Well, it's a tricycle, really. It means he can finally play outside with his friends. Take it for granted. Kids are playing out. We take it for granted. But for this little fella, it's really a dream come true. His name's Matthew Evans, and he was born with Kabuki syndrome, and he couldn't walk until he was 3.5. You can't stop him on this bike now. Our reporter Mark Geyer is with the family in their Southport home now. It's a lovely story, this, Mark, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, welcome to Merseyside and Southport. We're in the garden here. Matthew's on his bike. I've tweeted a picture. He's looking really, really cool. He's got a helmet on, and he's got these high-tech wheels. We'll hear more about the bike in a minute. Now, he's a bit shy, but you're going to ring your bell for us to prove I'm here. Go on, ring the bell. Go on. There you are. That is definitely that's the bell on the bike, and his sister Laura's on her bike going up and down as well, telling me how wonderful she is and how fast she goes. I've got his mum Frank and Kathryn here, and I know they've been very good because he should have gone to school 5 minutes ago, so we are delaying his day. So Kathryn, just tell us exactly why your son needs this bike.
Well, Matthew was never able to use a normal trike as he's got quite low muscle tone. So we felt that he was missing out on a lot of fun, really.
And you'd probably like to do things as a family, you know, there's 4 of you, so it was difficult.
That's right, it was, yes, yeah. So basically we saw a feature in one of the local papers from the charity Caldwell Children. And they'd received funding to help fund tricycles for children in the northwest. So we thought we'd apply and see if we could get something that was specially adapted for him.
And it seems to be doing a good job. He looks very happy on it. Speak to Dad, Frank. Frank, just explain why this is different to, say, a tricycle. You know, I'd go to the toy shop and buy for a child, say, but you'd be buy one for Laura.
Well, of course, there's the big wheels to start with to help with the mobility. He's got a special seat there to help to give him balance, and he's got the blocks for his feet. But also the actual pedalling itself, you have to pedal for it to move. You can't let it freewheel, so it's encouraging the user to use to pedal to help with the muscles. So that is the main thing, and of course the size.
It's quite robust, isn't it?
Yeah. There's also these bars at the back, and there's a handle that you can go in so that you can, while Matthew's steering, you can either sort of like have a bit of a control from the back, or you can steer from the front from this bar here, which it can be a bit of a help because... so
you have some control over him. And he's got a little bag with his name on the back.
That's right, yeah.
So
he's got his puncture kit, repair kit in there.
So it's quite a boon. Now, I think we know that obviously he was late in walking because of his condition. How much is he improving now with the bike? Is that making him stronger by the day?
I'd say so, yeah. I mean, he's really come on, and like I say, just going to the park, you know, before he'd have to walk and Laura would go on the bike, and now he can join in with the whole family, so it's great for him.
And his confidence then?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Now, we have tried to get him to talk, but I think he's a bit overawed seeing me with my headphones on. I'm overawed seeing you with a couple of teeth missing. You must have a few quid coming your way when they go under the pillow. You can say hello to us, Matt. Can you say hello? No, he's thinking about that. You can ring the bell again if you want. Back to Mum Kathryn. It must be a boon for you now that seeing that he's so happy on this bike. Oh, there's the bell. That he can now sort of, you know, come out of himself, so to speak.
That's right. He's taken to it so easily, and we've been amazed really how far he can cycle on it. And it's just improved his confidence, and he just enjoys it so much.
And how rapid would you say his progress has been physically?
Oh, it's been, incredible, really. We've noticed a difference in the strength, the way he can climb. You know, when he's in the playground, you can just see he's that bit stronger. And because when he's on that bike, he can't freewheel or anything. It's all physical exercise for him.
I think we'll ask Laura. Do you want to come here a second? His sister Laura. I'll come to you. What do you think of your brother's bicycle then? Do you want to say something? Go on, we'll shy me. You weren't when I came in. What do you think of Matthew's bike? You don't know. I don't know what it is. I've managed to scare two children not speaking to me today, tonight. I must be losing my touch. But
Mark,
she was telling me before.
Sorry to interrupt, Mark. Just do me a favour. Just explain to me for my benefit, maybe for one or two people listening at home as well. What Kabuki syndrome? How would that affect Matthew? What is it? How would it affect?
Well, it affects the weak muscle tone in his legs, and that's really it. You see, so physically he's not as strong as say his sister. So that is the reason why, and and because of the bite, because it's almost like forcing him to use muscles. I imagine that he wouldn't have used if he was just left alone. So in a way, it's helping him develop, helping him to become stronger, and that's really it. And he's doing really well. I wish his jaw muscles were working a bit more, so he talked to me about. He's gone very shy, and Laura's now picking daisies, but she's not going to speak to me today.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Oh well, but Mum and Dad have, and there's a nice picture. I think I'm going to be given a flower to take home for you. But anyway, just to say, it's a great charity called Well Children. We did something with them a while ago when they were helping with some help centres for children or mums groups in Liverpool, and they're really this is what I would call a life-changing gift and donation that hopefully and we'll be seeing him in the tour of Britain in a few months if he keeps to this progress.
We might be, you're right. Well, listen, we'll leave you to your day because I know Matthew needs to get off to school there on his bike, but he's got his school uniform on. If you want to see that picture, thanks everybody, by the way. If you want to see that picture, we've tweeted that at BBC Merseyside. It's a cracking little picture as well. There he is on his bike with his big wheels, and it's a blue bike as well, so even better. So well done, and thanks for letting us be part of your day there. I know it's busy all the time, and particularly on a Friday too. Trying to get off to school. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, folks. It's 8:31. It's BBC Radio.